Bengals drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where the...
And here's a diving catch made behind the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Beckham goes in motion left. On first down, it's Herbert. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. Oh, he's got a little daylight down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll give it to Mixon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Herbert now steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
He's going to look deep for more. And he's got it inside the 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Out of the gun, Fields. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on first and goal. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Fields on first down. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now it's Fields. Throw out wide to Walker. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. Now Fields. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Fields. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Here's a diving catch right side, and he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Herbert. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Fields. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown! DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Flyers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Flyers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. And as he throws, he lost the football. It's loose. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. Flushed out right. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Herbert on 1st down now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Herbert. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
From the 41, Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. In motion goes the tight end. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. He's going to go up top again. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, 46 yards. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. They snap it to Fields. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Flyers are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home.
And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for the home team here, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll get a...
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown,